So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, New York.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mason Taylor, 35 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Jason Sanders.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Out of the gun, Ward. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll buy some time right. And this one too low.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run with Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
It's a turnover on downs.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. Gunnar Helm hauls it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Swings this out to Singleton. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Ward. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Hall on to give up the middle. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Jets first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start out with a run by Singleton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Ward. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Ward. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection to Cooper. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24.
Titans 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Quick hitter to Tate. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing is Ward. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And sometimes it can be trite, but Ohio State receivers tend to be very productive in the NFL, and Tate should be no different. An elite route runner with big-time hands, and boy, does he compete for the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Up the middle, Singleton. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw, here's Ward. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead is Hall. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanders now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Ward. Setting up a screen here, Singleton. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Singleton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Open man, here's Tate. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Moore. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Singleton. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the draw, it's Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Jets first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel